Alright guys, welcome back to Civilization 5, Lone Debater 7. We made peace with the Netherlands and the Maya last time, and I'm just moving some units around. Like, I'm probably going to leave them up here, because I feel like the Maya will probably want to go to war with us again. Like, that's just kind of how their civ operates. They're a warring civ. But if I station artillery so I can bombard them, if they do, we can take that city right away. We did get our Australia settle off of a peace treaty, so that's kind of cool. We probably will build a settler or two down there and just try to expand in, take some of the resources in Australia, if there are any good ones. I need to scout a little bit, but that's fine, I can do that with whatever unit. We did get oil from Rotterdam, still isn't improved, so we can't build planes. And we won the international games. Cool. So I think that doubles our culture output. So yeah, 200 culture a turn. That's legit. And it looks like it increased our tourism because we're at 96 now. Okay. I'm happy with that. No complaints. Hopefully we keep going. Get another policy. Great people generation is a good one because that doesn't just apply to like scientists and engineers. It does apply to artists as well and writers, things that give you tourism. So awesome. Looking good so far. Go back. Crystal Rendor is a really good wonder. I want to make sure I get that one. And then let's build some buildings in the capital. As you can see, the production in that city is amazing because it has so many people working all the tiles. So the buildings are like one turn to make in the capital, which is always nice. I like having a city that can do that. So we're moving right along. I mean, our other cities are doing pretty good too. I mean, less than 5 turns to make a building, I think, is reasonable. Anything more than 5 turns kind of feels bad, like it's taking too long. So I'm content with how our cities are kind of looking. We've got a lot of puppets. We might look at trying to annex some of them at some point here, just to have more control over the cities, but it's also not bad just having puppets because they generate you gold. That's what it puts the focus on, is gold focus. So I mean, we're making 231 gold a turn. We are in a golden age, so that's not an accurate figure just because that doesn't account for all the unit maintenance. So we'll see what it is after we get out of the golden age, but over 200 gold a turn is great. Like, I am happy with that. We almost get enough to do the lowest level of give a gift to a city in 1 turn, so that's super handy. It's only 4 turns, or well, I guess 5 turns technically to do the like 1,000 donation, but whatever, who cares? Like, that's still pretty good. Normally people have trouble generating gold. I don't seem to have that problem most of the time, but whatever. I mean, to each their own. It depends on what you focus on, I suppose. And yeah, so I guess I'm kind of a gold focus civ. I mean, I'm a population focus kind of guy. That's typically how I do it. We're just going to send this worker over to improve that oil. They probably aren't doing it on the automated because there's something built there already. So we'll just manually do it and then set that worker to automate and it'll be fine. These got pillage. We don't really need any of it. We have a lot of strategic resources, except for oil. But we'll get that in a couple turns here, and then we can build some planes, build some tanks, whatever, if we want. I mean, we don't even have to build that stuff. It's not really necessary. Our military is actually quite sizable. It is all land units, but geez, no one's going to do anything. Like, I don't want to fight over the water. It's kind of annoying. Like, I've done it before. You build like a bunch of aircraft carriers and some battleships and whatnot, and go over and take out one of the North America civs and like steal their continent. But I don't think that's what I want to do this game. Like, I'm more content just building buildings and building up the cities that I have. These guys are jackasses blocking in my port city, so that's kind of annoying, but you know, it's also okay. I got my scouting ships out already. They're just doing their thing. So not the end of the world, but yeah. So found a port city-state, that's fine. But we did find some more port cities, so We don't have any trade routes because during those wars it looks like people pillaged them, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, we can take a look and see if we can get some cargo ship trade routes set up to get us some more gold per turn. And we are rising with everybody on tourism, so that's good. We are moving closer to a tourism victory with everybody in the game as of right now. It's just a matter of time. As we increase our tourism output, like, it'll get faster and faster, so we just got to be patient on that, I think, but we are moving in the right direction. No one's generating more culture than we are tourism, so nothing to worry about, so to speak. Atomic theory, cool. So that'll do Manhattan Project and show us uranium. Hopefully we have some uranium. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna build nukes, just because I don't need them to take cities realistically. But nuclear power plants are actually really good. Like, they give you a lot of production in this game, so I might look at that. This one's pretty balanced, so we'll take that one. I don't know what we're going to do for the next order tenant. We'll take a look once we have the policy. But with that double culture, like, we're churning through them. Like, it's less than 10 turns per policy, which is awesome at turn 261. Or 251, rather. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm happy with how things are shaking out. Yeah, it's 1962 and we don't have the atom bomb yet, so obviously our science is lacking, but it's okay. Like, we're still first on the tech tree. No one's really close to us. I haven't looked at the demographics for a while, I guess, but whatever. So it's fine. Like, as long as your tech is ahead of everybody else's, like, that's the main thing, I think, in this game, or at least that's typically what I shoot for. I don't necessarily care if I'm, you know, up to snuff with someone in a multiplayer game setting. Like, if I was playing multiplayer, like, I'd probably be last place. Like, that's the discrepancy between single player and multiplayer, but that's why I don't want to do multiplayer right out of the gate, because I want to have some fun and enjoy the game a little bit more. As I start getting back into the swing of things and a little less rusty, like I said, I'm probably going to look at doing some multiplayer because it's a little bit more engaging, a little bit more things are going on, it's a little bit harder, so it's more fun. But I'm just waiting. Oh, they're going to embargo me. That's cool. Whatever. I guess that's fine. I could just do some internal trade routes and, like, boost the population or production in my capital a ton. I mean, population's almost 36, it will be in 2 turns, so that's pretty good. But I could boost the production, get all these buildings done, and that'd be kind of cool, I would say. Just, you know, to have, but whatever. We'll look at that as well. So we did get the world ideology, so that's good. Like, that was what I really wanted. I mean, I could care less about the rest of the things, but we'll build some archaeologists here now that basically I've finished the buildings. Let's see if we can remove this embargo, though, because I do like having trade ships. I mean, 319 gold per turn, not really hurting for gold, but trade ships with civilizations pay a lot more than trade ships with city-states, so being embargoed does suck. Like, it limits your ability. We don't have any trade routes anyway. We didn't have any trade routes anyway, but I would like to have the option to have trade routes someday, so we're gonna see if we can do it. Anyway, kind of just clicking along. We've got our units, whatever, that's fine. But yeah, I would say that we're doing pretty good. I think atomic theory also increases the science yield from the academies that we built, so we should see an increase in science after this tech is researched as well, which will be nice. I mean, really, we should be at 1,000 plus science right now, and I guess we are. Like, what are we at? 1052 science, so I guess we're doing okay, but it should be closer to like 1400, I guess, because it's 1970. Like, we should be in the future era, or whatever, the information era, whatever they call the last one, and we're not. So we are behind on tech, you know, based off of the general standard for player focusing on science. We're behind, but we're focusing on tourism, and it's Prince difficulty, so we're ahead of all the other civs, so it doesn't matter. 21 wonders, like, that's insane. But anyway, I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you guys are as well, as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.